My mic was muted. Hello to all of my loved ones. How are you doing? This is Love Marlene 411, and on this channel, we put a focus on the love we have for ourselves because when we love ourselves, we can love others in a healthy way because we focus on healthy growth and development and acknowledging painful things. We acknowledge when things aren't right for us so that we do not select less than we deserve. Okay. So today we're talking about loving yourself every day is a choice. And this point came to me and resonated with me because I realized that every day I wake up, I have to make a choice to love myself. Every day you have to wake up and make a choice to do something for yourself. It may not be the easiest decision. We're tired, we go through things, um, family, we have responsibilities, there's adulting, but at the end of the day, you have to make a choice to love yourself. That's something that it's not optional. It's absolutely not optional to love ourselves, and we have to make that choice to choose ourselves. And I didn't understand before how important that was, being around people who are very toxic, being around people who will use you, people who will manipulate you and play games with you. You have to understand that people are going to play games, that people are going to use you. They will. People won't will not stop using you if you keep with the toxic behavior. And I had to learn that part, that I had to learn to love myself. And that's not easy. It means setting boundaries, it means enforcing things, it means sometimes I have to do some things that is going to cause people to leave my life. But I had to learn that part, that I matter. That part is so important for us as women and men that are empowered. There are people who are going to leave us when we make a choice to love ourselves. They will. They're going to leave us because they can't put up with the negativity and the drama. Okay. And you don't have to put up with the negativity and the drama. Hi, the WMB W Life. How are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Um, and that was one of the things that I had to learn that part. And I used to feel so bad because people who are toxic will make you feel like something strange with you because you're making a healthy choice, because you are expecting communication, because you are expecting for people to communicate. When you love yourself, these things are not optional. And I had to learn that about myself. I had to learn that loving myself was a choice that I had to make every single day that I woke up. Every day you wake up and you have to make a choice to love yourself. And for sometimes it means that you're going to have to say yes to yourself and no to them. It means you're not always going to be available. It means you're not going to always listen to the toxicity that other people have around. Thank you so much, Fashion by Jamaica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that was one thing that I feel like is so important for us to really talk about ourselves and talk about the things that we're going through and how we feel, because how we feel matters. How you feel matters. And I feel so good every day when I wake up and I make a choice to love myself. And sometimes it's in small things, but in other things, it could be big things, you know, making a choice to say, you know what, I need a vacation, or making a choice to say, today I need to focus on my mental health. And I know that many of us, our mental health may not be in a good space. Giving yourself that permission, I'm going to call in, I'm not going to work today. Today, I'm going to have a me day and take care of myself. For me, That is loving myself. It's going to be different every single day. It's not always going to be this cookie cutter that I do these set of things and it will always work. Sometimes what you've always done doesn't work, and you have to do some new things, and people will try you. People will, move the goalpost, so to speak, and to try to get you to do what they want to do because they want power, they want control. And if you've ever dealt with people who are manipulative, people who are narcissists, they will try their best to get you to do what they want you to do. They'll question everything you say. They'll make you feel guilty. They'll make you feel like what you're talking about is wrong. No, it's because now they cannot control you like a little puppet. When you have your own worth, when you have high self esteem and you value yourself, you do not allow people to treat you like dirt. You do not let people run over you. You do not allow people to backstab you and you keep taking it. You do not allow people to no show on you and ghost you and you keep taking it. See, that's one of the things that is about this life is learning to love yourself today, because tomorrow is going to be a different way that you have to learn to love yourself. Every single day it's going to be different. And I love that I make a choice every day to love myself. And the question is, do you all make a choice to love yourself every day? So we're going to talk about some things that shows how we can love ourselves every day. And one of those things is making sure that you get adequate rest. When our physical body is rested, we can it affects every part of our life, but also vice versa. When we're not rested, we don't think well, we don't make good decisions. Maybe you may be emotional. You go through things when your physical body isn't rested. So I know it's easier said than done to say get some adequate rest, because many people, they have to work. Many people have so much things going on and health problems. Some people suffer with insomnia like I have for many, many years, and sometimes you can't sleep. But at least allow your body to rest, allow yourself to have healthy habits to be able to take care of yourself. So maybe if you're not getting the right sleep, but are you drinking your water? Are you eating a healthy diet? Are you having people in your life that love you back? That's something that is so important in loving ourselves and making that choice to love ourselves, is making sure that the people that we give love to are also giving it back to us. Hi, Miss Betty. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Wednesday to everybody who is in the chat. Okay. Now, that was something that I didn't grow up with, that sort of understanding that people loved me. I always thought that because I loved people, that they loved me back. No, it takes some time to come to that reason of understanding that people are around you not because they necessarily love you, but they love what you do for them. They love that you support them. They love that you do things for them. They love that you give them money or you do things for them. But I always say you find out who really supports you when you stop doing those things. Cut it off. Cut off the toxic behavior. And that is a part of loving myself, that I had to stop trying to be there for everybody and learn to be there for myself. It's not good for our mental, our emotional, our spiritual, our financial. It's not good for any aspects of our life when we stop doing good things for ourselves and only do good for others. And like I said, people have shamed me, and people may have shamed you too. Or they question, why can't you do it? Aren't you off today? And you don't even have to answer those things. All you have to do is stand firm in that boundary. I'm still not going to do it. You people think shaming you and making you feel guilty is a tactic that will work. This is when you have to learn to choose yourself. It took me a very long period of time in my life to come to a space of where I love myself for how I am. I love my story. I love my gifts. And in me loving myself, I give myself the permission to live my best life, to think my best, to think good things about myself and not what other people think about me. See, I was in that mode for a long time, especially as we age, learning to love yourself as you age, that you're not going to be your 18-year-old self. Or, as you get older, you're not going to be who you were. You're who you are today. And learning to love yourself as that woman, as that man, it's a beautiful thing. It's one of the most beautiful things in life is how I look. Of course, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to eat well. I'm going to have healthy relationships, but I make a choice to not allow the toxicity in my life. I will not allow other people to disrespect me. I make a choice to cut off and to block immediately. I don't wait like I used to do. See, that's why loving myself is a choice. Before, I used to let things go and just allow people to do things, and just, I know I don't like it, but then I would not say, hey, what you did, I don't like that. Don't treat me that way. Or for me, loving myself also was allowing myself to be honest with myself. If I didn't want to be somewhere, if I didn't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. I don't force myself anymore to do something that is not in line with what I want, not in line with what I can afford, not aligned with my goals and what's supposed to be coming for me in my life. See, I had to acknowledge that doing things for other people, it's nice, but at the end of the day, I have to live with my decisions. I have to live with how I allow people to treat me. And part of loving myself and making that choice to love myself, I had to acknowledge that there are times where I'm just physically tired. There's other times where I financially can't afford it. There are times where I know if I eat that thing that other people are eating, it's going to make me sick. As I'm getting older, I'm realizing more and more that I can't eat what I used to eat because I'm not that younger version of myself. I'm the person that I am today. And I give that encouragement to others as well. We can't do what we used to do. You shouldn't do what you used to do. You should be growing. You should be healing your mind, and you don't have to show up for people who don't support you. You don't have to do things for people if you really don't want to do it. You should not do things for others and it becomes a financial burden because you're living on that credit card life just to portray yourself like you have it. When I don't have it, I'm not doing it. And nobody is going to shame me. See, and I love myself enough and I acknowledge that inside of myself that when I can't do it, I can't do it. And I'm proud of myself. I'm not shamed. I don't feel guilty. I can't do it and I'm not going to do it. See, that's a part of loving myself and making a choice to be honest with myself. I know myself and I know my boundaries. I know my limits. I know what I can afford. I know what will be good for my mindset. I know who really is here for me. And that is really making a choice to love myself, is looking and perceiving, okay, this person is fake and phony. This person is jealous. This person is a manipulator. And it being just that. Hi, Olivers. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome to everybody who is here. Thank you guys so much. That was so important for me, is to acknowledge my own self and what I was feeling, and we know when somebody is just not right in our life. We know when somebody is not good for us. And no matter how much you try to pretend, how much you try to downplay it, When you know somebody is toxic, when you know somebody is mean and disrespectful to you, you have to make a choice to love yourself. You have to make a choice to choose yourself. Choosing yourself is an option. Loving yourself is another choice. That's another level. First you choose yourself, then you choose to love yourself. And because you love yourself, there's things that you're not going to do. And maybe you may not be liked by everybody, and that's okay. You don't need to be acknowledged and liked by everybody. As long as you love yourself, as long as you're taking care of yourself and your mindset and your focus, that is what's important. And it took me a while to get to that space of learning to love myself and making the choice to choose me and not choosing other people above me, not feeling that I have to be like society or like another person or like what other people want me to be, but standing in my own personal truth and say, this is me. I'm going to be unapologetic about it too. I love myself for who I am today, and I'm not going to change me to make another person comfortable. And that happens a lot of times, is we do things for other people to make them happy, and then we are in a deficit. We're in a negative state of mind. Our mental health goes. We get this debt, or we don't feel good, or we're doing things, how you go to things and you don't want to be there, and you're just like, oh, when is it time to go, and keep looking at your watch. The question you should be asking yourself, why am I here? Why am I doing things that I don't want to do, that I don't like? Because you didn't have enough courage to tell somebody, I can't go, I won't go, I don't want to go, I can't afford that. See, all of that is a medley, a stew of self-love. It's acknowledging what I can do, and the things that I can't do, I can't afford, is a part of loving myself. I know my limits, and it's not limiting. I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. I know who loves me back. And I only stay in that space. If somebody is not loving me back, if somebody is not acknowledging me, if someone is bringing me disrespect, you have to go. It's not optional. And every few months, I go through my phone and I delete people. If you have not called me, if you have not checked on me, if I haven't heard from you for months at a time, you are deleted from my phone and you are not coming back. You have to make a choice to love yourself, and you have to choose how you allow people to treat you. And I didn't understand that part before, that I had to learn how to love myself. I had to learn how I allow people to treat me. And people will treat you the way that you allow them to. If you allow people to disrespect you, they will keep disrespecting you. If you allow people to keep taking money from you, they will keep taking money from you. If you allow people to use your body, they will keep using your body. If you allow people to disrupt your mental health, they will keep doing that. You have to stand up for yourself and say, I choose to love myself, and I will not allow anybody to disrespect me. You have to see through all of the rose colored glasses, the drama, the lies, the manipulative people, and don't let people tell you they love you when all it is, I love you as much as I can use you. I love you as much as I can control you. I love you as much as I can manipulate you. I love you as much as you tell me your business. I love you as much as whatever it is. Fill in the negative space, which people will do. See, you have to learn to love yourself for who you are, for what you are, and for what you can do. And that's not limiting, it's knowing yourself, it's being self aware. I know what is good for me. I know what affects my mental health, and I will not allow toxicity in my space, in my circle, in my life. Life is too short to allow negative people to get into your mind. See, know yourself and love yourself. Respect yourself. and make a choice every day when you wake up. I make a choice and I choose me. Every day, wake up and make a choice to choose yourself. Make a choice to wake up and love yourself. Make a choice to get up and respect yourself. Hi, little one. How are you doing? You have to make a choice every day to wake up and choose yourself. And every single person is in a different space. I believe that life causes you to have ebbs and flows, that some days you're going to really love yourself and feel good about yourself, and other days you're going to have really low lows where you don't feel that good about yourself. But in any of that, whether you're on a high or whether you're on a low, you still got to make a choice to choose yourself. When you have those low days, you give yourself the permission to rest. You give yourself the time to self protect. You give yourself the permission to speak over your life. I acknowledge me and I love me. And I say that all the time. I look at myself in the mirror. Today I'm not feeling it, but maybe tomorrow I will, but I still love her. I love me fiercely. And when you love yourself fiercely like that, you do not allow whatever is going on in the outside to affect you in here. Don't let the statements that people have to say about you be what you think about yourself. Never allow another person to make you feel less than. Never allow other people to make you feel this small. You have to make a choice to love yourself. You have to make a choice to set those boundaries. You have to do that. There's nobody that can do that for you. Even when it comes to relatives, because relatives can be the most toxic. The most toxic. They're always talking about how much they love you. No, you love to use me. You love to know my business. But when you stop telling people your business, when you start growing and elevating, when you start doing different things that you didn't do before, then they hate on you. See, you can always identify the snakes in the grass. You can always identify the people that are really not here for you, and you can find your real ones. Find your tribe. I say that all the time. Find your tribe, and it's not because you love them, but how are they loving you back? What is their actions? How are they showing up for you? How are they being protective of your mind, body, and spirit? Are they respecting your boundaries? See, that is love. It's not what they want from you, but it's knowing what you want and them allowing you to be yourself. It's them showing up for you, maybe on the days that you can't. See, I had to learn that part is I had to learn to start asking for help. I had to learn to start taking care of my body. I had to take care of my mind, because if I was having a mental health disruption, if I was feeling sad, I had to allow myself to love myself enough to say, this is how you feel. And it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel saddened. It's okay to go through things. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Welcome. It's okay to feel saddened. I had to learn to love myself and make a choice to do that every day, on the days where I'm feeling high and the days where I'm feeling low, and all the in betweens. On all those days, on the highs and on the lows, you are still enough. And I remind myself, even on my lows, I am enough. Even when people don't support me, I am enough. Even when this relationship doesn't work out, even when this person stabs me in the back, I'm still enough. You still are enough, even if other people don't like you, even if other people don't support you. You still got to show up for yourself. See, and that's a choice. And I want to say to everybody to stop neglecting yourself. Take care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Keep up your personal care. Keep up with speaking over yourself in your life. I always say that nobody is going to love me like I love me. There's nobody's going to support my dreams like I can. See, you got to be convinced this is my dream, this is my talent, this is my gift, and I'm going to protect it. Work on the way you treat yourself, the quality of it. It's not just saying I love myself, which so much people say. I love myself. I love myself. That's just a blanket statement that people make talking about they love themselves. But do you? If you really love yourself like you claim that you do, why would you allow this person to treat you like you're a rug and run over you and allow people to not show up for you and allow people to not support you? That's not love, that's toxicity. There's a lot of people who are misinformed what love really is because they don't even know what love is within themselves. See, I had to go through a journey. I had to, learn to find out, what do I actually want? What am I about? What do I want to do with my life? Not what my family, not what a friend, not what social media, not what the entertainment world defines me to be, but who do I say that I am? What type of woman do I want to be? And do I allow myself to be that unapologetically, no matter how long it takes? People will always say, oh, you said you're going to do that. And that taught me something, to learn to stop telling people my thoughts, my dreams, and keep that thing to myself. See, people can get you down. People can make you feel very discouraged and very saddened because of what they say to us. People can really be very disrespectful, but you cannot let the disrespectful people to get you down and keep you there. See, it's a choice that you have to make, that regardless of what other people think about me, regardless of who supports me, I'm still going to support myself. I'm still going to keep up on my A game, on how I treat myself, on how I show up for myself with self-care. And yes, self-care is self-love. And it's not just about bubble baths and hairdos and nails. It's about my mental health. My self care is my mental health. My self care is boundaries and enforcing them, you know? So that's one of the things that I always say all the time, is making sure that you do everything that you need to do for yourself. Make sure that you're showing up for yourself in the way that you deserve, not how other people want to love you, how you deserve to be loved. You got to raise the bar. You have to elevate. See, it's not what other people want you to do. See, sometimes people will say they don't want you to do X, Y, and Z because it's going to take away from the time that you would give to them. See, they don't want you to take care of your hair, your skin, your teeth, your goals. They don't want you to love yourself better because that makes them feel some type of way, because they don't love themselves in a good way. They eat garbage, but you're not over here eating garbage. You're over here minding your business and making your dreams happen. See, because I love myself, I give myself the permission to whatever, close my mind off of from all the white noise, all of the disruptors, the distractions. Don't stay with the distractions, the people who have things to say about you and the people who judge you, because there's millions of them. There's always going to be the naysayers, the haters, the judgmental people. It's about, what do you say about yourself? And making that choice to vibrate on a higher frequency. See, I make a choice to vibrate higher. I make a choice to love myself. And that's an everyday thing. Every day is going to be different. Sometimes my loving myself is not letting people run over me and checking them. No, you will not talk to me that way. And other times is taking that time. Okay, I need to leave. I need to go and take myself a bubble bath. I need to get myself a drink. I need to go for a long walk. I need to go for a run. I need to go see the beach. I need a vacation. We know what we need, and let yourself tap into that. I know what I need, and I'm going to let myself have that because I love myself. It's all about choices. It's about choices. It's about positive mindsets, and it's about reinforcing that from here. Maybe other people don't want you to be who you are because people don't like a bright light. People don't like somebody that is not a rubber stamp of society, that you don't fit in the molds of what other people do because you have courage. See, that's a part of me loving myself every single day. I wake up and I make a decision to be courageous. I make a decision to make the hard decisions. I make a decision to block people. I make a choice to not tell people my business because that's loving myself. I make a choice that I don't have to explain myself to anybody why I'm doing what I'm doing because I love myself. That's why. Because I am a bright light, because I am enough. That's why. People will want you to justify and rationalize why you are the way that you are. People will want you to be something that you're not. It's just so they can feel comfortable. People want you to be what they want you to be. But you keep loving yourself. Don't stop loving yourself because maybe they don't love you or they don't like you or they're jealous of you. And I want to say this to somebody who needs to hear it. Don't stop your goals, okay? Um, don't stop your goals because of what other people have to say. Don't stop your goals. Don't stop doing what you're supposed to do because of other people. It's a choice every single day. You got to make a choice to not let the negatives, not let the trolls, not let other people, don't let social media, don't let your bank account, don't let your health. I'm talking about loving yourself for who you are and letting yourself be that unapologetically. Okay? I love that for me and I love that for you too. Every day you wake up and you have to make a choice to love yourself. Every day you should wake up and make a choice to set those boundaries. Every day you wake up and to say, I am enough and I can do it. I can do better. Loving yourself also means to communicate with others how you feel, not how they want you to feel, because people will try to control that and tell you that you're being sensitive and you're this. Did you know how you feel? See, and that's a part of me loving myself as well, that I make a choice to be me. I make a choice to communicate because I'm enough. See, when you move aside from the toxicity, you don't hide, you don't closet how you feel. You say, this is how I feel, and you tell people when they offend you, because that is what maturity is. It means you speak up and you say, this is how I feel, this is what I'm going through, and blah, blah, blah. But you can't share your dreams with everybody. You can't share your goals with everybody. You can't bring everybody where you are, because when you're trying to elevate and grow and you want to stay in a space of peace and positivity, you're not going to be able to take everybody with you. Unfortunately, there are people that you have to leave behind. You have to leave the negative people, the naysayers and the jealous people behind. You can't make other people be happy, but you should be making yourself happy every day. And it's a choice every day to wake up and to choose to have peace and to make a choice to love yourself and to make a choice to thrive and to do better than you did yesterday. So while I know it's not easy, you know, um, speaking up how you feel, blocking people, staying away from the negativity, it's not easy because negativity is all around us. There's negativity everywhere. It's hard to keep yourself in that space of elevation and vibrate at a higher frequency when everything around you does everything to try to drag you down, because people are crabs in the barrel and they want to break your spirit. They want to break you down. And if they can't break you down, they at least want to get you to stop. They at least want to get you to stop going after your goals. They at least want to get you to stop loving yourself. They at least want to do that. but don't let them. Love yourself and know that it's a choice that you have to make. Continue on the journey, no matter what you're going through, no matter how you feel, no matter what. It's not optional. Every day of your life is going to be different, but wake up and make a choice every day to love yourself. Know that you are enough, okay? Know that you are enough. And there are people in your life that will never understand, that will never give you the love that you deserve. But you know better. You love yourself. You respect yourself. You have values. Don't let other people make you feel less than because you stand on business and you mean what you say and you say what you do. See, loving yourself means that I have to make a commitment to me. I have to make a commitment to respect myself. I have to make a commitment to treat myself well. I have to make a commitment to encourage myself. It's going to be different every day. But I want you all to empower your minds and remember that loving yourself is a choice, and you wake up every day and make a choice to love you. You, and you make a choice to love yourself. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's show. I am Love Marlene 411, and on this channel, I talk about the love we have for ourselves, trauma healing, and getting a new narrative, that of positivity and no more of toxicity and using and abusing and manipulation. So if you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys back on tomorrow for the Sip and Chat with my co host, Miss Nexie. Love yourself. Know that you are enough. And remember what I say over here, love your life and live your life. I'm I'm Love Marlene 411. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. And thank you so much for your support. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to the channel members. Make sure you hit the like and you subscribe. And I most definitely will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.